Yeah, I mean upsets. I mean the set things. I mean we're probably predicting Paris is gonna have to make a change after this. I think
Yeah,
their current
definitely.
state is inexcusable.
Definitely something we have to look at. As it does look like we are about to get started here on the start of the map. Unfortunately, I don't see anything at this moment, and waiting to be able to cast this for you guys.
Yep. I mean teams are going out. I mean, do you think LEG is gonna make a change? Oh wait, we're already in. Oh hello.
You're
That's
now.
how it started. As well, Chicago. Well, Dean. Sorry, the side of Dallas is going to be Dean, Blip, XP Lee, and Nibbles and Kibbles. And I remember XP League specifically because I thought it was XP League every time I heard it said. But Dallas already bringing it. I mean, P1 so far pretty scrappy. XP Lee is going to be here with the 74U. Corners on the other side is not running an AR.
Yes, that is very odd. Typically, we do see corners running an AR. As KMC gonna pick up a nice two-piece with the QBZ. Talks about it getting G8 and challengers. That was a very fast P1. In all honesty, flew by, and we're already on P2 now with the setups. And that player KMC was pushed up on that brick side, but Blip or XB Lee, I'm sorry, managed to slip through. But as those kills come through, all the players from Dallas can be spawning towards mid. Just a great set of map control right now for Chicago.
Yep, you're going to have Boozies here. Is going to be prone, but players are kind of sneaking their way through the B bomb site. The player's trying to wrap around you. You're going to have number 4, that's KMC, is going to be very pushed up inside a lobby. And here you go. The Dallas wrap is coming from behind. Dean, XB Lee's going to pick up 2. Nibbles picks up 1. That's going to be all down for the side of Chicago. So Dallas is going to pick up these last 20 or so seconds, and Chicago's already abandoning the point. So they're on the rotation here for P3.
Yeah, right now we're looking at Boozies. He's playing up on this aggressive position, hopefully trying to find some quick little picks in order to get them spawning all the way back out towards P2. He has been forced to push off a little bit, but he's still in that area. He's going to find one, as Corners is going to find one on the front hill. So at the moment, Control going to go all the way to Chicago Hunted. XB Lee going to be in the back, going to find one, as Dean going to break through the front as well, with the spawn still insecure of Chicago.
If you do see, you're going to have the players, as Boozy is going to be moving up here, and there are Dallas is going to break through from the front, but Corners and Boozies are going to be there to clean up. 3 are going to go down from Dallas. As you're going to see, the last engagement here is going to be Dean over towards Elbow, and Blip is actually going to pick one up in the back as well, so the hard point is going to be temporarily unattended to here, as Chicago is actually being forced to spawn out now.
Yeah, and that's just a clean breakthrough elbow right there. One of the spots that everybody has to watch. You know you want to focus front, focus the back, but you have to watch that elbow push. And Dallas just kind of 3-stack straight through it. Corners, though, looking to find some kills off rotation. As Chicago are in a pretty decent spot overall for this P4 hill. Boozy's going to find one before he's traded in Corners. Now on the hunt for this kill, hoping to secure this area for Chicago.
Zip, you are going to have, I mean, we're beginning to see a pattern here right now so far of Chicago picking up all the early time and then getting broken as they're there early with the setups, but then Dallas just kind of like strong arms their way into the point and picks up the last 20 seconds or so. So Dallas is actually going to be here with the early break. So they're going to extend their 20-point lead or so right here as Nibbles is hiding behind the trash can. I hate that spot.
Yeah, but Corners is gonna jump out and manage to find him. Busy's gonna find the tray onto XB. And right now, the name of the game for Dallas seems to be all about that team coordination. Looking at our screens, you know, watching the kills, it seems like Chicago are winning a good portion of these gunfights. However, Dallas have the lead at this point. About 20 points gonna be after this hill. And I think that's just a lot of team play happening. There's a lot of good teamwork happening right now for Dallas. And I think that's because they are indeed a full team.
Yeah, as we are going to have, I mean, Nibbles is trying to chase this one player around the back. I don't know if these dots above the players is new. I don't know if that's a new thing. I don't remember seeing that before, to be honest. As Blip is going to find one. He's going to find 2. Both KMC and Majestic are going to go down. Oh, you know what it is? You can't see the player names. That's why. If there's a dot instead of player names. But anyways, it is going to be Boozy's working his way over towards Globe. Will get dropped, though, so that means all of Chicago is going to spawn on the far side of the map. And I mean, you're already halfway through P1. That's not where you want to be.
Yeah, we're going to look at Chicago to hopefully get some pressure as Nibbles finds a great 2-piece laying down on the ground, managing to use his movement. As XB Lee, it looks like him and Dean are going to be the last two standing on this point. Eventually, XB Lee going to be forced to fall back a little bit before rechallening. Doesn't want to give up this 10 seconds for free, as the rotation now is heavily one-sided. As one player goes down, Blip can fall from Dallas. Two players now. Nibble's going to find one trade on the corners though, and we're in a 3v2 right now for this rotation. Not very secured.
Yep, I mean, all the players just got cleaned up right there. Dallas has been knocked out of the point. The players are all spawning in the escalator area. So, I mean, you have the reverse. That was a really early break out of Chicago, as the nades are going to fly in, though. So here comes Dallas again on the pinch. We're going to see if Boozy's going to pick up this one player, playing ring around the pillar here. As the front door comes knocking, but Chicago is going to hold, it looks like, except one player is in the back. So the spawns are going to be a bit weird.
Yeah, and they all spawn up back there. That one player that left him in a 1v1 with Boozies on the hill is actually going to spawns out. Managed to get spawns for this last 30 seconds for Dallas. That was a huge play right there. Just having that one player in the back to manage to get those spawns. It looks like KMC has spawned up on the opposite side of the map from P3. And that's what you have to look at if you're Chicago. Some great shots there, but doesn't get the kill. You're looking towards this P3. This is a hill that you need to hold this full 60 on. If you can hold this full 60, you're right back in, tied with Dallas going into this Boulevard hill.
This first wave of kills, and I don't know if KMC spawned up where he is right now. But, I mean, his arrow just came into the back of P2, and unfortunately there's no flank here. But Chicago is going to hold for that first wave, but the second wave is going to be coming, and you're looking at the minimap. Majestic's going to get caught off guard. He's going to find one, but the player at a bank will pick him up. That's going to be Blip. And there you go. Spawn's been broken, so Chicago has a lot to do here in order to hold this push coming their way.
Yeah, and it looks like Chicago has noticed that Boozy's manages to find one before he drops. And the trades are just flying through right now. Corners picks up another one. He needs to find one more. XP lead does manage to find one. Finds two. Another player spawned in his sights. The players from Chicago are spawning on bank now. And it looks like we're already going to go ahead and go to this P4 hill. A pretty decent hold from Chicago as Boozy's just killing everything in his sight. Reading the spawns.
Oh.
That's a nice three-piece right there. Cutting these players off of rotation. Just forcing them into the spawn. And that's going to be full control for the start of this hill for Chicago.
Yep, we are going to have, I mean, we are going to be moving over. There's going to be a pinch, though. XB Lee coming in from the back, and the rest of Dallas hitting from the front. As XB Lee's going to clean up both players. And Chicago will be forced to spawn all the way out in the back by the buses. So just so far away right now, and all this early time now is going to be going towards Dallas. So, I mean, Chicago was there for the early break, and I don't know how the trophy got destroyed by a nade. That seems kind of counterintuitive to what's supposed to be happening with the trophy. Like, that's the whole point of the trophy. But Boozy here is going to clean up two. Doesn't know there's a third back here. Finally does. Will get cleaned up, though. But KMC is going to be here on the point, and Dallas is going to be coming in from behind. The spawns are not... I don't know if Chicago's not getting the callouts early enough, or like they're just not tracking players here.
There's definitely points in the minimap where you can see there's not exactly clear-cut communication from the side of Chicago, and that's what Dallas is doing a really good job of right now. They're communicating the spawns, and they're not overextending in order to flip the spawns. A lot of these flips from Chicago seem unplanned and uncoordinated, just perhaps a lack of communication, but then again, they do have two subs playing in for them, but three go down for Dallas. Not going to matter much when you're winning gunfights like that, as they're going to have control of this P1 hill, and you've got to hold all this time.
Yep, I mean, XB Lee again is going to come in on a big pincer attack here. Looking for the players that are inside the hill right now. It's going to be both KMC. They're both going to get caught. XB Lee picks up two. Both are going to go down, but this will give Chicago the back spawns for P2. So as we start the rotation here, I mean, Dallas is going to pick up these next 20 seconds unless Chicago decides to contest for it. They have to, really. You can't really afford to give up 20 seconds free anymore now that Dallas is only 40 points away from winning.
Yeah, you definitely can't, but let's go ahead and talk about XB Lee. About even, only positive by one kill, but I feel like every time we see his name come up in the kill feed, it's the most crucial kills. You know, he finds two pieces on flanks, he's cutting off the rotation. I feel like he's really doing a good job on the impact on this map right now, despite his, well, for relatively lackluster stats.
Yep, no, absolutely. I mean, he's just the two pieces he gets, the hill breaks have been super critical as the gunfights are going to go down here on P2. And there you go, XBU, he's going to be up top. He's going to clean out the top cop player. So exactly like we just said, the impact kills his team needs. As he's going to find them all. That's going to force Chicago to spawn out over towards Globe. That's going to give the hill to the Dallas Flat Tires. And they can win it on this hill. Chicago can't afford to give this up.
Yeah, if you're Chicago, you have to hit. They can win off this. As they're just flying at the hill right now. Trades going every which way. Dallas have 2 players stacked on the hill. XB Lee gonna find Boozies on the flank. Corners manages to find one, but he quickly gets dropped. And at this point now, Chicago, you
Rotate.
gotta rotate. You can't worry about that hill. They're gonna get close, but it's not gonna be enough. And you gotta hold perfect from here on out.
Yeah, this has to be an absolutely perfect game here. From the side of Chicago now, I mean, 2 seconds. That's like, you can't afford to go down at all. As Corners is going to have a huge gunfight coming his way. Both Boozies and Corners playing that elbow position. Boozies is going to pick up one, though. Corners will find another on the XB. So the hold is kind of paused here for a moment here. The push coming from Dallas is kind of staggered as they're all beginning to group up over towards Eskies, and really you can't hit the front door, especially with Majestic up on that heady. It's like this front door is not gonna be something that you can really hit. But I mean, as I say that, Majestic ended up getting taken out, and there you go. Dallas Flat Tires are gonna take your first map, 250 to 197.
Yeah, and ultimately that just came down to a lot of really good team coordination. In terms of watching it, yes. In terms of playing it,
Playing it,
absolutely
no.
not. All the players are in. I thought we might be a little bit staggered with no pre-match requirement, but it looks like we're all fine and dandy. So Dallas, gonna be on the offensive side, gonna try to get that bomb down. It looks like they're just gonna work this standard B push. And Boozies, he's just gonna fly out, finds one, sees the second player. He's gonna take him down. That's an easy, quick 2 kills for Boozies, as he's gotta go ahead and make an impact this game to start it off.
I mean, just right off the rip, Boozies just went, I'm just going to run right down your throats, and there you go. There's another one. Boozies on pace for the ace here. As the only other player is going to be Blip, who's top balcony, and is really nowhere near the rest of his team right now, where, I mean, you can't really be near them if they're dead.
Yeah.
Non-existent anymore, as he's going to catch sight of one. I'd love to see him just move past him here.
But Blip, he finds a second. So now in a 1v2, and look how separated Chicago is. This is very winnable for Blip if he manages to play it right. Wins the gunfight onto Boozies. And so now we're in a 1v1, 1v4 possible. This is for the ace for Blip, Majestic to get on the board off the rip. And Majestic sees him, shot's gonna come through. Blip gonna re-challenge, but he quickly drops down. So now they know the positions of each other. Pre-aim's coming through, shots going out. 10 seconds left. I don't think he can grab the bomb and get to it in time. Oh, he picked up the sub. He might be able to.
He's running. He's going to make it. He does get it. So he is going to get the bomb down, and he has maybe just enough time to get out. He's going to stand up, and he's going to spot him. There you go. Blip is going to chow out. He wins it. The 1v4. Coming out of Blip. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
As Boozies picked up 3, and it still wasn't enough.
Yeah, you know, if you're Boozies in this spot, I don't blame him at all. You know, he got his job done. He picked up 3 to start the round, and Blip says, you know what, 3 is good, but I can do better. He finds all 4 for the 1v4 ace clutch. Just absolutely fantastic plays all around by Blip. In fact, even picking up the sub, he only had about 0.9 seconds left. He doesn't pick up that sub there while he's running towards the bomb. I'm not sure he wins that.
I don't think he would have got the bomb down in time, but I mean, conveniently, he's got some. I mean, the dead teammates were good for something there, as he does pick up the SMG. As Nibbles are going to do exactly what Boozies just did to them. Going to run right down the middle, find Boozies. What is it? What's the term? Hoist by your own petard or something like that. But Majestic will nade him out. The stick will be there.
That was a very solid nade too.
I don't even know where that nade came from.
I don't either.
I don't know where Majestic was. But XB Lee now in the 1v3. We're going to see if he can replicate what his teammate did. But he's got a lot of players to work through, and unlike the last time, these players are relatively in the same area. Are they going to rotate at day? They have no idea where XB Lee is. They haven't spotted him. I don't think they've seen him this map.
I think this is one of the. I think this is a relatively decent play, as the shots are going to come out, and eventually we'll find that kill. Corners, I think, got 3 on that round, but overall, a decent response to getting 1v4'd. But that play on that air rotation was probably a good idea, considering they know that XB Lee typically runs a sub. And these kills out of corners were just phenomenal. Great long shots to go down range and find 3 in the round. As a fairly uneventful round, not as fun as our first one, but it does get Chicago hunted on the board, even it up 1-1.
I mean, they can't provide us with 1v4s in every round. That's too exciting and too nerve-wracking.
I don't
That's
know,
not
man.
allowed, apparently.
You could definitely do it. I've definitely seen some games where that tends to happen. Like when Ultra play Miami, yes indeed.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's valid.
But Boozy's another quick push up. One player is gonna walk trained in. That's gonna be XP Lee as he slides out and finds Nibbles as well. That's an easy 2-piece for Boozy. That's a good day right there. Dean catches the nade, so they know his location. He's just gonna have to slow down and hold the pre-aim. Blip though watches the flank, a good read on his part to find one. So now it's a 2v3. Bomb is down, but man on the clock is the silver lining.
Yeah, Chicago has no idea the bomb is down. I mean, it's impossible to see it in this game, so you never know when the bomb is down, and you never know when you have to guard something. As I mean, it's actually out in the open, but I mean, given it's Miami as well, it's probably impossible to see. As well, Blip is gonna get caught, and Dean is also gonna get caught. Was that all 4 from
That
Boozy's?
was all 4. That was the ace that he missed in the first round. For Boozy's right there.
As yeah, picks up the first 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Great shots here from behind the head.
As Boozy's took it personally that his teammate ended up losing the 1v4 there. As he's already on 7 kills. It's been 3 rounds, so he's getting like, what, 2 1/3 kill per round so far?
Yeah, all in
So
all,
he's
this should
going
probably
nuts.
be a 3-0 up for Chicago Hunted right now, in all honesty. But Blip, with a massive play on round 1, manages to keep that round to their name. This is actually going to be an A hit. And looking at the minimap, Dallas have decided that they're just going to hard counter the B push. Unfortunate time to do that, as they just leave A wide open, but it gives them some opportunities to find some flanks in here.
Yeah, so Dallas knows that this is happening. You've seen they've rotated all 4 players over. Chicago didn't meet any resistance, and that has them kind of hesitating now, and that's actually going to cost them. As you can see, the map control now has been completely lost, as all 4 players from Dallas has collapsed. I mean, I actually really like that play out of Dallas, where they ran 2 players into the garage and then 2 players up mid. The players in garage got to the outside, didn't see anybody, and they knew exactly what was going on at that point, and that gives them a lot of time to rotate here. As well, KMC is on the hunt.
Yeah, it was a sneaky little pick by Dean as he's wrapped back into the back, but Corners finds him. Not able to find a second, and 30 seconds on the clock. Chicago have to get the bomb down as they're working their weights towards it. Boozy's has got it in hand, probably trying to plant to get closer to his streaks. He will lay prone on the bomb, a wall separating him and another player.
Oh.
Flip in the corner, gonna find one. Corner's gonna be the trade onto XB Lee. Another one gets found, but it's a 1v1, and with not enough time, Nibbles just has to stay out of the line of fire, and he will. So that will be the
Nibbles
round
is just
one
gonna
for
run
Dallas.
away. And there you go. I mean, I think Chicago just had a little too much hesitation.
I agree
They
with
didn't
that.
see anybody, and they were kind of going, okay, well, we haven't seen anybody, which means they're either very far back or not here. And they were expecting somebody. And I guess it was,
They're either in some odd corner, some far back angle, something that we're not aware of, or they're not here. And more often than not, it's going to be the first one, rather than the fact that they hard countered B and now know that you're not going B. So ultimately, S&D is a game of 50-50. Anyone can win S&D. It all just comes down to your timings and how you're positioned, as we are going to see an A hit of Dallas' own.
and yeah, Chicago's going to have 2 players relatively in an area to be able to spot this here. I don't know if KMC spotted anybody as he's looking out across mid. I don't think he did. And Dallas is actually going very fast here. Number 8 is going to be Corners. I don't think he's in a position to see anything from where he is. He's all the way in the back. He hasn't seen anything. There you go. The bomb's going to go down. And a shot has been fired.
Yeah, he was watching that short beach push-up, which he actually caught a timing on. His Blip pushed up and managed to pass it, allowing Blip to pick up 2. He was watching this shoreline push, but eventually Blip just managed to cut through unseen, and now it's the 1v4 for KMC. And with bomb down, this is nothing like Blips.
Yeah, 20 seconds to go. You need 7.5 to defuse. There's just no time here. This is going to run around in the back. Try to spot anybody, and the Dallas players are actually playing this very conservatively. They're staying tight to the bomb. They're not giving him any chance here. And then there you go. I mean, the bomb is going to blow. That's going to be a 3rd round to Dallas as they're going to take the lead. Dean dies to the bomb.
Yeah, that was just one of those things where that's an unfortunate positioning. Blip managed to cut through here, get a line of sight. site, finds one, runs around, and making a great read here to watch this back through Raptor spawn. Manages to find the second, and that all stems from that one timing that Corner's caught in his line of sight. So, small things like that in S&D, that's what'll cost you. Going to be Chicago hunted now on the offensive side with the bomb, hopefully to even up the game 3-3. Going to be a B hit. A hits didn't work a couple times, and Boozy's fast, knowing that one player likes to play up here, and one player, he looks at him through the wall. Probably just
Blip is
pre-aiming
just
that door.
slowly sneaking through. Blip has actually been spotted though. Majestic is going to take him down from the bus, I believe it was. So there's only one player over here that's going to be number 1. Nibbles is the only player now on this A site, or excuse me, B site.
XB
As
League go ahead and
XP moved
rotate
in.
though. At this point, you gotta get the bomb down, which they are. They have full site control. They can move over to that docks area and just play this post-play scenario. Boozy's though, he's probably kill hungry. He's probably gonna go ahead and just take these challenges as much as he can. Back alley gonna lay some shots in as the collapse coming out from Dallas. As Boozy picks up a nice
Oh
two.
goodness.
Great shots right now, and he knows where the last player is. I want to see him challenge. He gets a little bit closer, the nade comes through. He manages to find KMC, but does get traded out. And Boozy's right now absolutely on fire for Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, Boozy he's taking every challenge right now. He doesn't care really. As things are going to go down. And there you go. Chicago is going to tie it up once again, 3-3.
Yeah, and
As
right
yeah,
now,
Boozy's 9 kills right now.
and Blip on the other side, 8 kills. This seems like the Blip versus Boozy show at the moment. Forget the rest of the team. Have these two 1v1 in on Miami S&D, as that's pretty much what we're seeing right now. The two of them absolutely demolishing the other team as much as they can. And their team's just trying to give them some support. And we're pretty close in this game right now, as it looks like Dallas are edging over towards this B site. And only really one player has significant eyes on it, but Boozy's is in a great power position to find some kills as soon as they push out.
As we are going to have, I mean, the push is going to come in through the garage. Dean will pick up first blood. Majestic is going to fall. So it's going to be on KMC. Just barely gets out. 22 HP. Stays alive, though. And it's basically just going to be on Boozy's. No one's checked this, though, because no one has gone through piano, actually. It's going to be a full garage hit from the side of Dallas.
Yeah, this is a fairly funneled push, as Corners will eventually find that trade, but Blip now, he's made the read. He's got to go ahead and get this top purple control, but Boozy's is there, but Blip going to be able to take him down with his pistol, not going to use the Krig too close. As now they have full control of this B site, and it's going to be on Corners at KMC to retake. Blip finds one onto Corners, as he's making the name in this round. He's going to find the third. Blip, man.
Blip is, it's like you said, these two guys are doing it all.
Yeah, Blip comes around the corner, finds one. He gets that control. We were just talking about how it's going to be a very tough take on this B site. Without that top piano control, Blip knows that, makes the right read, runs up the steps, manages to find Boozy, and then enter him into this 3-piece that we see on screen right now.
Yep, I mean, he's just clutched up for that round. And I mean, it's a testament to basically just how even it is right now, because you got Dallas is only at 4 rounds, Chicago at 3. It's a 1-round differential as we're heading into round 8. Chicago on the attack. And it looks like they're heading towards A with number 5 heading towards B. So maybe someone's going to make some noise here. Try to kind of pull the defenders off, as it is going to be a 2-2 split coming out of Dallas.
Now look at Chicago. They've sent one player that's going to be KMC over towards this B site, hopefully to find a pick or two, maybe relay some information. As the rest of them have gone over to this A site, and it looks like Boozy wants to get this bomb down ASAP. Blip finds one shot onto the head of some player. I believe that is Corners over on the boat. As the tension is building. Players right next to each other, relatively close. Boozy slides into the bomb. And that number 2 player, Dean, has managed to sneak through the back. He's going to find one on the corners. I'm not sure how he even got there. XB Lee is searching. He finally finds his first kill. Manages to take out Boozy's. As now the retake's coming in. They're just swarming the bomb. Blip's hopping the defuse. Wants to get closer to Shrieks. I don't see any way for Chicago to stop this. Dallas are going to go up 5-3.
Yep, I mean, the 2 players left just weren't anywhere near the bomb, right? KMC was still over on the other side of the map, trying to come in. Over from B, the rotate just wasn't fast enough, and then I believe it was, who's 6? That was Majestic was up top on balcony, I think?
Yeah, on the
And then
balcony.
rotated out the back. So again, just the players weren't close enough, so Chicago a little bit disconnected there, as we're gonna have a full...
A lot of that
Sorry, go
stemmed
ahead.
from a lot of that stemmed from Dean managing to slip through the back. I'm still not exactly sure how he did that. As I'm sure they'll watch the angle this time when they go A, so maybe we'll see it in a full swing. But Boozy's laying down on the ground, stomach on the floor, as he waits for this push.
He hears them. He knows they're here. As the bomb is going to go down. And he's actually going to get caught. He doesn't get any of them. Dean will pick up first blood. That was huge. As the bomb has gone down, and now it's Corner's turn to go all the way around the back. But look at that. Somebody's watching it.
Yeah, blip on the read. And now that they've taken down the 1 player on the flank, they know that the other 2 have to be on the front. XB Lee going to find another one. And Majestic 1v3 to keep his team in the map too. Is it going to happen? It will not.
So there you go, Dallas.
Despite the early Boozy's efforts for Chicago Hunted, Blip's 1v4 and Dallas's teamwork managed to pull it through. Dean, I'm pretty sure Dean had a good number of first bloods throughout that game, if I'm honest. I feel like every time.
Absolutely. As the countdown is in, players are loaded in. Dallas is going to be on defense. Chicago off the rip. Probably going to head towards A. Is the pretty typical.
Yeah, we're going to have to make a point to watch the clock, see if the updates come through yet. To where,
oh, yeah, that's right.
The time goes up per tick, but off the rip, Corners and Boozy's doing quick work to get to the point, but XB Lee going to find one before Corners gets the trade. Blip is in position to find one, backs off, doesn't play too much with his life, and right to that, 4 go down for Chicago in full control, code the way of Dallas.
Yep, I mean, you're going to see the couple players. I mean, this is a great response, too, from Dallas as they recognize the push might be coming towards B. They're going to send 2 players over in that direction. As the A push will get shut down, it's going to be Dean. That's 4 down, actually, from the side of Chicago. As everybody falls, as Nibbles is going to catch another. Dallas has barely died. They have a 6-life lead already.
At this point, players are off spawn, and oh, look at that. That staggered kind of push that Dallas did off spawn towards kind of both points, trying to push up and get the spawn trap allowed Chicago to hop on both. But it's not going to matter much. The kills are just going the way of Dallas full sail. The kill feed is all yellow at this point. As off respawn, Chicago are going to have to look to regroup and get back in position in order to actually do something here.
I mean, we're at an 8-life lead already here. As Dallas has just mounted up a very early lead. As we're watching the clock, the players are going to hop, and it is not. So the changes haven't gone through in CDL, it looks like, not yet. It did in replay. Oh, what an angle.
What an angle to pick up 2 and 30 seconds on the clock. And Blip's in position. He sees 3. As this round is just flying past an 11-life lead right now to Dallas. Boozy's going to find one, but the trade's quickly in from Blip. XB Lee going to pick up Boozy's. Full control going the way of Dallas. Is Blip going to find another one? 10 and 2 to start. Guy has got streaks. Player going to hop the time, but I don't think it's going to matter at this point. I think this round's going to be done and dusted unless all 4 go down for Dallas.
Yeah, there's going to be 2 players hopping A here, as KMC is also going to hop in. So there you go. A is going to be capped. That's an extra minute on the clock, but 6-14 in lives. Boozy is going to pick up 2 before falling here. And Blip was actually stopped before the Hellstorm, so he does have an artillery to work with. But I mean, it doesn't matter when you just gun them all like that, as it's 3-13 in lives. Now 2-12, so this is going to be a 10-life lead approximately, going in favor of Dallas.
So we're waiting. I think at this point, Boozy's and KMC know that the only way they're winning this is if Dallas absolutely just throw their lives at them. So they're just holding the angles now. KMC does manage to find one on the Dean. And 30 seconds left. Well, not necessarily impossible, it practically is. There's not going to be a very practical way to get this done, as Dallas have just been dominant throughout this round 1.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas is playing this exactly as you should be in the situation, too. There's no rush. You don't need to push them. You got to let them come to you, and there you go. Boozy's going to peek out too far. KMC going to be the last one alive. Is also going to feed himself right in. Going to put shots down, but again, no time left. Honestly, if you're KMC, you just want to stay alive. You don't want to give another life over, but doesn't matter. Dallas is going to come charging through. First round to Dallas, and in very convincing fashion.
Yeah, with a 10 life lead, and while it did get a little bit hairy there towards the end, I feel like if, you know, maybe that scenario happens when they have closer to 15 lives, when Chicago has closer to 15 lives, you know, maybe they can convert that into a round win, but with 6 lives, you're not going to be able to do much regardless of how well you manage to break through, as the kill feed just all yellow that first round.
As Dallas is going to, off the rip, is going to hit B right out of the gate. They're going to put no players into mid. So Chicago's probably going to realize something's up pretty fast. There you go. Boozy going to turn around on open steps. So the push has been halted. Boozy going to find one. Is going to find a second as well as he mealees down XB and Majestic a third. So right off the rip, Chicago actually holding this pretty nicely.
Yeah,
as Boozy's going to come in for another.
Yeah, and KMC did a very good job of being on the A point by the time that all 4 of those players went down. Make sure they didn't get that exact on top spawn, but regardless, Boozy's is absolutely frying right now. Saw what Blip did round 1 and said, you know what, I can match that. And he's looking to go on a streak of his own, 4 at the moment. Looking through Zig, 1 player on A, 2 players now going to be on A. He's looking for this flank. He's definitely been called out. He knows 1 player's going to be up top here. He finds 1. Oh, he's so weak, but not gonna be able to get the kill, and he will get shut down before streaks.
Yep, corners is gonna be the next one up. Charging through mid is gonna be 2 players to his left, and he's gonna run right by them. Actually, they didn't see him either. Now he sees 1. He's gonna pick up both of them actually, as Blip and XBU both go down, but progress has come over on A. As Nibbles is gonna be here picking up Boozies. And this probably, actually, no, it won't be. Dallas is not going to cap A.
Yeah.
So a 2-life lead here for Chicago.
Yeah, not as a dominant performance as Dallas had, but it's definitely not one to be disappointed of. They're keeping it even, and on a map like Raid, where it's about 50-50 for offense round 1s to defense round 1s. This isn't exactly the bad spot to be in, as 2 from Dallas do go down. Corners is going to drop, though, in the spawn. And Nibbles actually going off pretty silently, 14 and 5 at this point. Doing a very good job as he manages to find 1 kill. I'm not sure how that happened. As the push now for Dallas seems to be coming through mid.
Yep, I mean, Dallas has actually evened up the life count here as Boozy's going to work his way around the pillar. He's going to lose that gunfight to Dean. As the push is coming in, as the Dallas players are just collapsing right now around the Chicago players. Look at KMC here, though, in a critical position up top, bedroom.
Yeah,
as, well, it looks like he's going to get flushed out, though.
Yeah, and that's one of those plays where you think about it in hindsight. In that spot, you just got to stay up top. Do it as best you can to control from up in that position. And with a 5-life lead right now, Dallas can just stack on this with no regrets. Corners finds 1, so that opens up the open stairs flank, but 2 players quickly move to watch it. Boozies finds 1. Blip gonna find 2 of his own. He's gonna find a 3rd. That's gonna be Dean. And Corners is the last guy remaining for this push. And now
well, down he goes, so it's all gonna be down to 1. And that's gonna be it. So Dallas 2-0 lead. And really, this is
they have like a
this is heavily in Dallas's favor.
Yeah, they have like a 20-some-odd life lead at this point. This is gonna have to be 100 Thieves versus phase control sweep type level stuff. This is just ridiculous right now from the side of Dallas, absolutely just frying through.
Yeah, I mean that was it's a rather unfortunate run right now that's going on the side of Chicago, as we are going to see Dallas on the defense here in Chicago. This is the side that you'd rather be on for Raid. I mean, you have the option to swing the teams back, the defensive team back and forth. But I think honestly, just the ARs on Dallas are just kind of winning all the gunfights that are necessary. There's Blip will go down. Someone's pulled out a Milano, I think I saw in the kill feed.
Yeah, that was Boozies.
So we're going to see how that goes for him as well. XB Lee will get caught up, but I mean, you did have, that last round, Chicago led by 6 lives at one point. and then finish down like
Oh, 10.
8.
Almost. 10, yeah, probably 8 is a good estimate.
Yeah, so we are going to see Chicago is going to hop 3 players on A. That is going so fast right now. And Dallas isn't in a position to do anything about it, so they're going to give it up. A is going to be capped early, an extra minute on the clock, and a 3-life lead for Chicago. So for once, they've got some spark of hope here, and you got to take it and run with it, honestly.
Yeah, you got to use this momentum. You know, you're not out of the series yet until this last round goes the way of Dallas as Nibbles. Just doing a little bit of movement there on the tree, you know, poking his head out and managing to find a couple as he does take down his own teammate there. Flip going to be in the spawn, and at this point, Dallas has just regained control. They were willing to give up A, and now the control goes the whole way of Dallas as they defend B.
Yep, watch KMC here as he's going to go on the flank, and there's no one from Dallas really in a position to do anything or paying attention to this. It is going to be number 6. Nibbles is going to start a peek in that direction, will take him down, so the flank is dead. Dean's going to clean it up as all the players from Chicago are going to be coming off respawns. So what was a 3-life lead for Chicago is now a 3-life lead in favor of Dallas. And they just don't have the map control right now.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous right now. Dallas up 5. Here comes the streak. Gonna be dropping on the front apartment area, denying that. Blip's gonna find Boozies. And this is just looking not hot for Chicago Hunted overall. The kills just going the way of Dallas. It seems like every place that Chicago want to be on the map, where they want to go, what they want to do, Dallas is just reading it perfectly, getting in the right positions to win the gunfights. Nothing is going their way at the moment. 7-17. I think this might as well be done and dusted at this point. I'm not sure how much of a comeback there can be.
Yeah, I mean, they're just trapped. XBWE now on a 5 spree of his own. As Majestic is going to find one. Nibbles will get shut down. But I mean, Blip 26 and 15, XBWE 22 and 16, Nibbles at 21 as well. All of Dallas putting up some huge numbers here. As well, Chicago's going to have one last-ditch effort here as they're going to pile onto the point. They have 3 here. The players from Dallas, you got to stack. You have to stack here.
Have to stack this. The players from Dallas are trapped out. The timing come through on the open stairs. But Chicago somehow managed to turn that into a round win. The caster's curse is all it needed. What happened? How did that even happen? Majestic finds one here. Finds the second player in Tiki. Is that how it happens?
I mean, it seemed to be a start. You look at his HP bar. He had to have like literally 1 HP.
How does that happen? I 1 second I'm watching and I'm listening to you commentate over what's actually going on. The next second there's 3 people on the point. Chicago are still in this.
So somehow Chicago pulls a round out. Was that a -8? I think again they were down like 8 lives. Somehow pull the round out at the last possible second. There is 8 seconds to go on the clock when they succeeded in capping that. But I mean, right off the rip here, Dallas is going to go right back to doing what Dallas does best, and that is rip through Chicago. But I think that might have injected some life in here right now. But I mean, you got 1 player on A, 1 player on B here right now. This corners is going to find Nibbles. Will shut him down. But they've given up the B half of the map.
Yeah, and Dean's already managed to push his way through into the back spawn. That kill back there is going to be huge. Majestic winning that is absolutely massive for the team. Boozy's going to find one on the point. XB Lee is in position for the trade, but not going to be able to find much. Nade's coming out as he's trapped solo on the hill. He does get some help from Nibbles at this point. And this is 2 on each point now as B finally gets swarmed over, but not before 2 ticks come through. And the places that these players are going to spawn, it's going to put it in a pretty tough spot for Chicago to be able to get over towards A, but Boozy does manage to do it. Huge kill in the back right there from Majestic, as Majestic has streaks now.
Yeah, he's looking for one more here. It doesn't look like he's going to run in any players for a while. As, I mean, all of Dallas is just kind of trapped over in their spawn right now. As you look at it, is somehow the momentum is just absolutely swung the other way. You got a player in the back here. It is KMC. Will go down to Blip. But the map pressure that you're getting from the side of Chicago is absolutely massive. Boozy's on a 5 spree, Majestic on a 6. As they're going to swing it over towards B. KMC is going to go down again. Majestic should have some players to shoot at here, but Boozy's one away from streaks. But Dallas has hopped.
A critical gunfight win there out of corners as Boozy is on the rotate. He's playing the cut. He does go down. That's a critical kill for Nibbles to get. As the time running down, 20 seconds on the clock. Almost a 10 life lead now for Chicago. Nibbles does find one. That's 3 going to go down for Chicago. KMC manages to pick up 1. He's going towards money. He wants to get this player off of the point. 2 are going to hop onto B now. Chicago have to focus their sights over towards A. Only 1 player there. Boozy manages to pick up 2. And with that extra 1 minute and a half, 18-9, Chicago have to hold on for dear life.
Yep, and it's a big thing to note too, both players were shut down on their streaks at 6. So Boozy's and Majestic both failed to get their streaks. So they've got nothing extra in the tank right now. As I'm pretty sure Blip also used his up and he didn't have a cruise to go with it. So no streaks on the map. It's going to be a dry run. It's going to come down to straight kills. And Chicago has a 10 life lead. Dallas has no lives remaining. We could be seeing a round 5 unless there's just a 3 down suddenly. But there you go. The players are going to fall. Dallas only has 2 left and they're both in the spawn. There's 1. And KMC saw the second. Knows he's back here.
Wants all of these kills. And I didn't keep up with the life count, to be honest with you.
It should be. This has to be a Dallas defense.
It has to be, right?
It was like 24 in favor of Dallas, and then I think this was a 7 or 8 life lead.
This was closer to like 14, I think. This one, but I don't think even the other round they won, they were down on lives, so I don't think it makes up for it. So this should be a Dallas defense, and it will be. Down 0-2 in the control.
Well, I mean, we said we wanted to see a FaZe level or 100T level comeback here against FaZe.
Yeah,
and we're kind of seeing it here. As Chicago off the rip. I mean, you just won. Or excuse me, were they on the offense in the last round?
They were on defense.
No, they weren't.
KMC,
they were on defense.
The streaks now 6. As it looks like all of Dallas have prepped for an A push, but they're not going A. As KMC gets him so one shot, that would have been for his streaks, but the important thing is he didn't die. Boozies takes his kill. He's not going to be able to get close to streaks. 1 player going to be in money. Boozies re-challenges the guy open. All of the kills right now going the way of Chicago. 5 life lead on 13 in money window. Does manage to stunt some progress. Going to find his second. Great shots on the corners. 2 more players there though. Dean slides out. He is going to get dropped by Boozies. And KMC going to get that huge artillery strike. And this could be the momentum that Chicago need right now. 6 lives up. XP Lee managed to find 1. And now what you're looking for is you're looking to get that break over towards A. KMC not going to find 1 player. The streak coming through. Not sure if I like the streak usage there. Probably best to hold on to it for a bit longer. But A site's relatively open right now. It's not heavily contested. Flip going to get down there, try to make that happen. As the push starting to develop, Boozy's on the flank.
Boozy's is going to be absolutely massive. He's going to come up behind all of them. He's going to find 1. He's going to not get the second, actually. The second will get away, but the rest of his team coming off of respawn. So the best Boozy's can do right now is play his life.
It's made him turn around. 2 players have to hunt him down. They're in top laundry. This gives all of the members from Chicago an opportunity to get out with spawn without getting killed. As Nibbles pushes his way up, Blip makes the fantastic read. XB Lee finds the kill on a Majestic, and this lives are back at even with a minute and a half on the clock.
I mean, the lead is gone now from the side of Chicago as they have to regroup and kind of recollect themselves. You can't let Dallas get back into the pace that they were showing in the first 2 rounds where they just slayed everybody out. So you got to kind of recollect yourself. But there you go, XP League 32 and 26. 3 players from the side of Dallas have crossed 30 kills. On the other side, Chicago, your 2 subs are also over 30 kills. As KMC has brought his numbers back up as well, posting 20 of his own. But I mean, yeah, if you're Chicago, 50 seconds now on the clock, and I mean, time's beginning to tick. They don't have any map presence here where the zone is.
Yeah, and it looks like Dallas are content with giving up that middle and that large portion of the back flank. And now the call-out's certainly coming through. Hey, 3 of them are back here. Someone help me out. And the streak coming through, I'm not even necessarily sure who has that streak. As Dean finds 1, it looks like it forced all of Dallas inside.
I'm assuming it was a Chicago streak, but I don't know who it was. As XBU is going to pick up KMC. As, oh, I mean, 20 seconds to go. Chicago can't get on. XBU has streaks too. That's going to come flying in. And it's only going to catch 1, actually. But 8 seconds to go. Someone's got to get on the hill. The Hellstorm is going to come in, and that should close it out.
Yeah, that should close it. Oh,
'Cause
what
there
a
you go,
good
all
control.
3. And Dallas, it looked dire. It really did.
What an oh so close control when it shouldn't have been. And XB League going absolutely massive here. A 10 streak on the end. Just absolutely frying across all of that. At the end there. I'm pretty sure this is Dallas's saving grace. Is XB League going on